Check it out now. No doubt now. Check it out now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we got episode 5, kid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You on point, kid?
all the time, Pops? You on point, Pops?
All the time, kid.
There we go. Let's get it started.
All right, yo, we got episode 5 here. Good morning, people. Good morning. It is Monday.
April 1st.
Yes, sir. April Fool's Day. Hey, we got a schedule to talk about right about now.
It's been a little bit. We missed
Yes,
a little bit.
sir.
A little time off, you know. Here we are, episode 5, getting started.
Hey, let's start off with some NCAA. The brackets were
Oh, my God.
unbelievable.
Wow.
We'll talk about it. Let's do it.
Wow, so many upsets. The brackets has been destroyed. And we missed 2 different rounds this week. We had a Sweet 16 and Elite 8 this week. NC State is on a run. They've upset twice now. They beat Marquette. And they got past Duke this week. Craziness, man.
I tell you what, man, it is funny because talking about the brackets, and we had our little family thing that we always do. Our family thing was off the chart. Not one of us have one of these teams in the Final Four.
Is insane.
Crazy. I had NC State going a little deep, and I had them beating Marquette on my bracket, but I went with Marquette on the picks, and I lost.
The picks got hurt this week. We had a little blunder. This week was really rough, and we are underneath that 70%. I'm a little upset.
First time,
but it's all right. It's all right. The tournament's been crazy, so I guess I give myself a little slack because there's a lot of upsets, and I was picking a lot of heavy favorites. So it's good. We start over. It's Monday, April 1st. We start over.
That's right.
We're good.
New month, new season. Here we go.
Yes.
Talk about North Carolina State, though, man. I mean, the team is, they got a really great squad, man. Like you said, they beat Marquette, they beat Houston, and, they got a solid squad. And you know me, with my big man, Mr. Burns down there, man, he is...
He's working on it.
He's smooth operator.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Wow, you know what's coming, but you can't stop it. He's got a bunch of moves down there, and I'm impressed. I really am.
Yeah, so am I.
I really am impressed.
Absolutely. Now, you said you had some other upsets that happened in that first round, man.
Well, Bama, man. Bama came out of nowhere, man. I know they were running gun, but they changed their scheme a lot, man. And big man that came and beat UNC, he's a transfer from South Dakota State, I think, and 7'1". First 2 games of the tournament, I think he played 2 minutes max, came out against UNC and just dominated, played almost a full game, put up 20, 25, I think. He had 5 blocks, he played both sides, he could play defense, and UNC didn't have an answer for him. I don't think they even schemed for him. He wasn't really probably on the scouting report, and he went crazy. It was Graham, he went crazy.
Absolutely, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like you said, UNC thinking Bama is Bama. Right. You know what I mean? A lot of people,
running gun, they shoot the 3. And they had no answer at all for a 7-footer who could put the ball on the floor, shoot the 3, and then he was taking care of basket down low. And they had no answer.
He was like a young Wemby. You know what I mean? The way he played, that kind of ball play as a 7-footer, like you said, is ridiculous.
And I was impressed because let's say he didn't play those first 2 games, so then it's to be ready like that, coming to UNC and act like he's been there, done it, and then just took over that second half, the last 10 minutes of the game. It was all him. They were going to him. They were playing the pick and roll. He was hitting big threes. He made every single one of his free throws down the line. It was impressive for them to beat UNC like that and then to keep rolling. And now they're in the Final Four.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I'm gonna ride the hotness and I'm gonna take them over UCONN. They're a big dog, plus 500. I'm taking it.
Okay.
I think they're going to be UConn. I really do. I really do.
And I'm going to stick with my North Carolina State. I think I'm going to keep riding with them, and I think they're going to upset Purdue.
See, that'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy national championship. Just have NC State, who wasn't even supposed to make the tournament. They had to win the ACC tournament in order to get in. Wins the tournament and then now runs the table, and then if they play Bama, and
I think that's going to be an unbelievable championship game.
It's Final Four and either one. But if those 2 teams get in as 2 dogs to come that far and then to be in the final in the national championship, hey, hats off to them.
Yeah, for sure. And getting back to Burns for a second, because now Burns has got to play against Eden, who's 7'4" and weighs a lot too. So they both got the weight. But Eden definitely got the height on him, but I don't think Eden can't move.
No, not like
Smooth Criminal. No. I'm going to call him Smooth Criminal because Burns is nasty.
No, they can't.
67% from the field right now. And like I said, down low, he's ridiculous. He got that soft touch. He can play powerful, but he's just a smooth character, man. You know, what gets me is, I forgot that he was number 2 coming out of high school.
I learned that this week.
You know what I'm saying? Behind Zion.
That's crazy.
So if he was in the league, he'd be, balling right now. He's a 5-year senior, so that's what I like about him. We were talking about this in the last episode where you get these kids that come out of the portal and they get these kids that, try to go straight to the NBA. This is a kid that proven. You stay in college, you do what you got to do, man. He got a 5-year under his belt of playing on a high level. He's going to be NBA ready immediately, whoever picks him up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if he's going to play center, but think about him as a power forward.
100%. Lose a little weight once he get in the league, get in a conditioning program with an actual team and stuff like that. They get him in shape a little better.
Yep, absolutely.
It's going to be a problem.
So talk about these Final Four. Like I said, you got North Carolina State versus Purdue.
Yep.
You got Bama versus UConn. You saying you're going to take Bama.
I'm taking Bama.
I'm taking NC State.
Let's go.
So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Can't wait to see these games.
That sounds like a good little underdog parlay right there. They got really good odds on that one.
There we go.
Take those.
We're going to put that in.
I'm going to put that in.
Sounds good.
We're taking that.
All right. So what else we got? We got the double NCAA women's bracket.
Yes.
And I tell you what.
2 games tonight.
Whew, these games are going to be fire tonight. You got UConn versus USC. You got my girl Paige Buckets versus Juju on that beat.
Juju.
Yo, that's going to be a hell of a game, man. And that's the second game,
Second game, yeah.
Yeah, the first game you got LSU, which you gave girl Angel Reese, swimsuit model extraordinaire, dominating down low.
Mulkey with the drip on the sideline.
Yeah. Mulkey's off. She's off the chain, bro. And then you got your girl, Caitlin Clark out of Iowa. I mean, the thing about, Iowa is she's broken every record. She's got every record. The only thing she does not have is a championship. And it's going to be hard for her to get it.
Especially,
I still think that she's an underdog tonight against LSU.
I think so too. And I think they put her in the bracket on purpose. Everybody was mad that LSU and Iowa were in the same bracket, but this is why. They knew they would get there, and now you got an amazing matchup before you even get to the Final Four.
Right.
And I think, honestly, whoever wins this matchup tonight should take that and ride it through and take the whole thing. Because this is almost like your national before you even get in there. This is the test before the test.
So whoever wins that game is going to take UConn or USC.
I think so.
I got you.
That's a hard fought fight. You got that experience of beating whoever wins. I have no idea who's going to win tonight. I really don't.
Yeah.
But I think if you get past, either one who gets past there is going to be ready for whatever's next is not going to be this.
Right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not going to be as exciting or hyped up.
At least that's how I feel.
I got you.
So once you get past this test and you get through, I think that you just ride that and you're all right. Whatever's next, who's next? But this is the game.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is the game.
And also on the other side of the women's, they had some games. You got North Carolina State women's basketball. They're there as well. So you got NC State men's and you got NC State women's both in the fighting for the chip right now. I mean, that school's got to be ridiculous.
Good for them because the Tar Heels are out. So this is everybody in Carolina is watching this team.
Absolutely.
And now they're kind of putting NC State on the map, per se, because they're always the little one behind the Tar Heels, and now
Duke.
Honestly, and Duke.
Because both of them come out. All of them come out of Carolina.
So
you know what I mean?
Duke's not there. North Carolina's not there. NC State has 2 teams in. That's good.
Yeah, I think it's a nice run. Nice run.
That's good. That's good for recruiting too.
Yeah, for sure. You know what else happened this week?
What you got, man?
We got opening day, baby.
Ready.
Got the Yankees. Woo, talk about it, because what kind of record they got right now?
They're 4-0 against the trash can teams, man. Astros in their part, Yankees take 4, and that's what Judge was being a little,
a little suspect.
But that's why. That's why you pick up these players to help them out. Because the last couple of years, Judge is kind of not by himself, but he is by himself.
Right, as far as power.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a weekend where Judge hits, I think, 2 for 12. He's batting like 100. Usually Yankees won't take that. But you have help. Soto's batting 500. Volpe's playing good. Stanton's hitting. He lost a little weight. He's hitting good. Pitching's been great. They've only given up, I think, 3 runs max in any of those 4 games. I'm extremely happy with the team right now.
Yeah, so am I, man. We diehard Yankee fans over here.
100%.
I mean, the Yankees. This is the first year in a while that from 1 through 9.
Oh, the
lineup is ridiculous as far as hitting. Now, I was worried about the pitching, and especially when Cole went out with the injury, because I'm like, man, we really needed him. We were looking forward to him being tough, man, and being our starting pitcher. You know what I mean? But if we can hold, the teams to, I say, under 4 runs a game, we should be able to put up 5 or more.
We're going to put up runs. Like you said, 1 through 9. we're stacked. The picking up Verdugo was an amazing pickup.
Right.
Volpe coming, changing his swing, picking him up good. We got a nice bench now. We got Trent Grissom. We got Birdie, we just got picked up this week. Another veteran to add to the utility guy. DJ's hurt to come back. I love the team. I really do.
So do I.
I'm extremely happy. You got Louis Gill coming tonight, the rookie who got the starting job tonight against Arizona tonight. I like it. I say we go 5-0.
Oh yeah, I say it's a good start. Very good start. Best start since 2003. I'll take it. I will take it. You know, because we gotta start putting our play where the money's at, because we spending a lot of money all the time. You know, and they're always talking about the Yankees. Oh, their payroll is this, that, and the other. Well, if you can afford it, then you do it. I mean, who's not going to accept a contract from an organization that's willing to pay them?
Exactly. And that division is tough, man. You got the Rays are always going to be there, no matter what. They're gonna recycle what they do. They do their whole thing. They got a new guy who nobody's heard of, and he hits a 300. Yeah. You got the Blue Jays who are stacked right now, and then Baltimore, excuse me, has the best farm system in the league. And they don't even play them yet. They don't need them yet.
Right.
So that division, from top to bottom, besides Boston, even Boston is in. But 4 of those 5 teams can make the playoffs. Any other division would be leading the playoffs. So that division is tough. You got to get a good lead going in. You can't fall behind to play catch up, because you have too many games in that division where you can't. There's no way that you're going to pick up games later on the season. You got to get a nice, head start. Right, good start. You got to get off to a hot start, because you're not going to go on a 20-0 run, especially in that division. You don't have a soft division where your division games are kind of softer than everybody else. Every game you're playing in a division is a tough game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Like you said, I mean, the Rays are right behind them always, and the Orioles are right there. But the Rays starting off 2-2 right now. Mm-hmm. But like I said, they're always there. They got a squad. They got a young squad, too. And they know how to play, man. Yes. Yeah, they do, man. It's like they are tough. I just hate that they don't get the representation that I think they should get, being in Tampa. And we're here, we see them all the time, but
it's just that drive over the bridge is
man. They need to
move. Driving back, right? Driving back. So it's tough.
So what about the Mets, man? Our other New York team, man, in the other division. The Mets are 0-3, and they're starting out struggling. I don't know what's up with them.
I think the pitching isn't there. The pitching isn't there. They have the batting. The lineup's good. You got Lindor, you got Marte, you got a good, decent lineup. But the pitching isn't, especially in that division. They got Atlanta in the division. They got Philly in the division.
Right.
They're always going to be number 3. There's no way. You can't compete with Philly and Atlanta.
Yeah. It's like
it's ridiculous.
The Giants and the Jets. And you got the Yankees and the Mets. It's
the same thing.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's hard to follow them, because they're too up and down. You know what I mean? The Mets are too up and down, man. They're killing me, man. Mm-hmm. What else we got in baseball, man? You know what we didn't talk about, man? We got to talk about your boy Ohtani, man.
My boy Ohtani.
Bring him.
Well, I don't know, man. I feel like the timing of this whole allegations, and I'm going to use these because allegations are blamed on the interpreter. I think good press, bad press, it kind of got leaked on purpose, per se, because people talking about opening day. But there's never been a time where right before opening day you had all these news has come out magically.
Yeah.
So good press, bad press is still press.
True.
So I think
any press is good press.
That's what I'm saying. And honestly, it helped lead up to opening day with Thursday, and because I think that came out on Tuesday, and then all that stuff about Ohtani came out on, and then you're leading up to opening day, and it's like, hey, baseball's back. Let's have a little drama.
Right.
So I don't know. And then the whole sporting thing with the interpreter, man, I don't think it was an interpreter. I really don't.
I don't think so either, man, because there's no way.
I don't think so.
I don't care who you are. You're going to let an interpreter know that much about your personal business to be able to vic you for, how much money was it?
Like 5.5 mil?
Are you kidding me?
Over 5?
No, ain't no way, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's him gambling, man, and just losing money. That's all it is. And then he's pinning it on the interpreter, using the excuse that English is a second or third language.
Now, I could see him saying, I didn't understand that 800 number on the bottom of the gambling page that says if you have a problem, call this number.
Call on Tyrone. But I don't think it was an interpreter. I think they just used him as a scapegoat. But I think he's untouchable. He's too big. MLB's making too much money here and over there.
Right. Ain't not gonna happen.
What? You're not gonna find. You're
can't
gonna find him. It ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
You're not gonna suspend him.
Right.
There's no way. They're making too much money. He's untouchable.
Yeah.
He's not like he's Porter for the NBA where he's not gonna play again.
Right.
The kid from Toronto who had that, but he's a two-way player, so that's gonna get
true.
But Ohtani, that's gonna get brushed on the rug. We're gonna forget about it next month. Never gonna be talked about again.
Well,
I don't know, man.
there goes that.
You know, that's true. He makes too much money for the whole league.
Yeah.
Everywhere that everywhere he goes, he sells everywhere. Every single game is sold out because of him.
For sure.
And there's no way they're gonna they're definitely not gonna suspend him. There's no way.
Yeah.
Or they don't have. And then, like I said, you're gonna go investigate over in Japan. They're not gonna talk to us.
The other thing that we didn't talk about was the NBA, man. We got to talk about the NBA a little bit because of what's going on in this last couple of weeks coming up.
Sure.
But I tell you what, the game of the week to me, I saw the New York Knicks play against the Spurs.
Mr. Brunson.
And I tell you
Mr.
what, yeah.
Brunson.
Is that his thing?
That's his thing. Yeah, that's
He's the masked
He's
man?
Like, yeah, it's like Bane. Man.
Bro, he put up a 60 spot
No.
in San Antonio, and then Wemby put up a measly 40.
40 and 20 boards.
And 20 boards, and he was so happy, or he was so mad that they lost,
Little
that he
butthurt. I
took
mean,
the
little
ball
butthurt.
and threw it into the stands.
Whole game ball.
The
Brunson's
game
very
ball
high.
gone into the stands.
Toss his man thing.
Yo, now I don't know if he's gonna get fined or suspended. Somebody could have got hit in the dome. I mean, you never know, but it's a good souvenir ball because I wouldn't have gave that shit back. Security would have had to fight me for that
Yeah, I
ball.
need something signed or something. Get
Yo,
the ball back for Brunson.
But a great game by the Knicks, man. The Knicks, I tell you what, they're number 3 in the East right now. And we didn't talk about the Knicks too much, you know, in the past. But the Knicks are rolling, man. You know, they've been playing hard. They got all these subs coming off the bench because Randall's been out. Your boy Robinson
Mitchell
was out.
he just came back this week. Just came back,
You said,
So-
you know. So now you got the flow of the old starters trying to get back in the flow of the game.
Almost got to fight for a job because
Yeah.
Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson are kind of the same. And Hartenstein showed while Mitchell was out that he should be starting or could be a starter.
I agree
So
because
that rotation is going to be.
I totally agree because to me, Hartenstein is a better overall center. Because Robinson is a good rebounder, you know, a good defender, but he don't score that much. I mean,
Hartenstein got some moves on there.
absolutely.
So that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
going into the playoffs where you're trying to find rotations that work. You can sub somebody in, sub somebody out, and he's proven that he kept him afloat. He was the big that started and been playing with Brunson this whole season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there might be a issue there, but that's a good issue.
Yeah, it's a good thing to have, a good problem to have. I mean, I don't know what about Randall. I haven't really looked at his injury, like when he's supposed to come back or if he's going to be back for the playoffs.
Aiming for the playoffs, but it's a shoulder injury, so I don't know.
Yeah,
you know,
it could be taken out real quick. I mean, easy.
Right.
You know, shoulders are nothing to play with, man. But yeah, like I said, I really like the flow that New York has right now going into the playoffs. I mean, they got a nice little squad there, and the fan support is ridiculous in New York.
You know, MSG's rocking.
Yep, for sure. The other thing is, you know, we had talked about in the past, you know, is the Kings, man. I got to bring the Kings up again because they're still doing work. I mean, you know, Sabonis is just killing it down low, man. I mean, he's, like I said, he's one of those centers, man, that is a center forward or a center guard or whatever you want to call him, man. I mean, you call him a point center, point forward.
I don't know.
You don't know what to call him.
The offense runs through him, and he's almost like their point, and he always makes the right pass.
Yeah.
Whenever the double comes, he's making a pass out. Damn near averaging triple-double because of the assist and the way he can pass.
True.
He kind of copies the mold that Joe Chris put in the league the last 5 years where you're big as a guy who facilitates everybody else and just finds a guy. You got Fox who came back and has been putting in work. But your boy,
yeah, my boy Monk, man. I mean, I love Monk, man. I love this game. You know, he's one of those high flyers. He's one of those, like I said, I think he's like Vinnie Johnson from Detroit days. They used to call him the microwave. You know, he'd come in the game and he's just automatic. You know, he's coming in, he's bringing that energy. And Monk is the same type of player, but a high flyer too. Right. I mean, but for him to go down with an MCL now, and he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
The timing is rough.
It's rough, man, for him. And he's off the bench coming in like that, so he got that spark plug. But, you know, but Sabonis, you know, he's holding them afloat. Sabonis got 57 straight games with a double-double. I mean, that's a crazy stat. Damn near 60 games double-double. He'll have 60 double-doubles, I'm sure. You know what I mean? But again, I mean, I like the Kings. I mean, I think they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. I think they got a really good, you know, chance to go real deep in the playoffs, you know. But everything is shifting because of these next, 8, 9 games?
8, 9 games left, and then missing a guy like that might hurt you when everything is so close.
Yeah.
Because the play and everybody's a game back. You got New Orleans at 7. You got Sacramento, Phoenix, LA, Golden State.
Yeah.
But everybody's 2 games back. You have a little losing streak. you're in trouble.
You get bumped.
You get bumped because you don't have any air. You don't have no room for error right now. You're there, so you got to be playing your best basketball right now. You're basically playing. Your playoffs have started this week.
True,
basically
true.
Because you cannot you can't afford to lose 4 or 5 games out of these next 9, or you're not going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
And that's making a plan.
And I tell you what, that's what I like about this playing new formula that the NBA came with. I really do like it. I mean, the in-season tournament was cool because it made people play in the middle of the season, where usually they're just lollygagging. You know what I mean? And now here, to get even into the playoffs, you got to play those 8 through 11?
8 through 11, yeah.
You know, you got to play to get in there, man. I mean, so you better bring your A games. You know, I like it because it's good for the fans. Yes. You know, the players know they want that extra money getting into the playoffs, and they want that extra money to try to get to the chip. You know,
100%.
You know, but teams like, let's say, for instance, Golden State. You know, who's on that bubble. Right. You know, what gets me with them is I got to talk about Mr. Knucklehead, Mr. Freaking Draymond Green,
Mr. Green.
Yo, man.
It's crazy.
It's hard to even talk about him because he pisses me off, man, because he is such a talented player. He's not a rookie. He's not a mid-tier guy. I mean, he's been in the league.
Veteran.
Yo, you got to be showing, you lead by example. And for him to go and do this stupid shit all the time and getting kicked out of games and getting suspended and getting into it with the refs, I mean, bro, the refs are not your friend.
And you know they're looking for you.
Exactly.
They have a track record. They know how you are. And you're just going to provoke for no reason, especially leading up to these next 9 games. Every single game is important. And you got a game against Orlando this week where you're out in less than 5 minutes in the first quarter. And then you just feel bad for Steph. You can see it on Steph's face. He couldn't hold it back anymore.
Right.
He's so frustrated that he's by himself already. And then he can help. Draymond can help a little bit. And you get kicked out of the game when you know every single game. You're there. Shit, Houston went on a winning streak now. You're only a game ahead of if Houston around to not even make the fucking playoffs.
I know.
And you got your vet who's supposed to be your co-captain, whatever, getting kicked out of a game where you need every single game. You can't take a game off, especially down, like we said, you got 9 games left. You might get bumped, not even make the plan.
Right.
Not even have a chance to get into the playoffs because of Draymond's attitude, his antics, whatever you want to call it. And shit, he missed, 25, 30 games at the beginning of the year. Let's say you missed the playoffs by 1 game, and you could have had Draymond for those 30 games. You would have won one of those games.
Right, absolutely.
You would have won 2 of those 30 games. But because he was suspended, you're missing your starting center.
Right.
You missed the playoffs because Draymond missed 30 games.
Yeah. And the thing is, he does stupid shit.
Right.
I mean, like, again, in Orlando this week, I mean, forget about the shit that he's hitting players, accidentally throwing. There's no accidentally throwing your arm and punching somebody in the face. You know, there's no accidentally kicking somebody in the nuts, a couple of seasons ago. That's the shit that he did in Orlando, though. You're going to go up to the ref because the ref made a call, and you're going to bump the ref. Bro, if you bump me and I'm refereeing that game, you getting a technical foul, and you might get ejected.
Right. Well, he kept talking. He doesn't know how to stop talking. He wouldn't have got kicked out. You got tech, boom, that's it. Be done with it. Go to the bench, take your tech, take your little breather. But he doesn't stop talking. He doesn't know when to stop talking, and he thinks that he can just. And they're not gonna. They're already looking for you to talk.
He's a problem, man.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a problem, and he's a problem on the court when he's on the court playing, and he's a problem for your team when he gets like that because he hurts your team dramatically. They're lucky they won that game. Steph won that game on the last shot of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, you shouldn't have to come down to that.
No
but
reason why you
Orlando's not that type of team that's going. No. They're playing also. They got a great
They saw Draymond
too.
come out. Shit, that's his feeding time now.
Exactly.
We got to win this game. There's no reason they shouldn't. They shouldn't have lost that game.
No, they shouldn't have
because they were home. It was in Orlando, and then to have Draymond out, you're down a man now.
Yep.
That was their bad by losing that game.
Yeah, for sure.
And honestly, the whole KD thing, Steph picked Dre over KD, but in the end, shit. KD should have been the choice. I know he was picking Draymond, who's in there. They both came in the league together. That's his boy off the court or whatever. But bro, he's been nothing but headaches. Nothing but headaches ever since. And they haven't been the same team without KD either.
You're right. I mean,
Completely
KD, you're right.
Situation.
I get it. I mean, I don't even mean to cut you off, but
you're good.
I don't talk about KD that much. KD's got a good game. I mean, he's a great player. But he definitely doesn't cause the problems for a team like a Draymond Green does. He likes jumping from team to team because it seems like he likes to try to be on a team that's got the big 3 or the big 4, which I don't agree with that either. But that's the way the NBA lets guys jump around. That's that's it. But he's not a headache for your team. When he's on the court, he's playing.
Does his job.
He does his job, but he does his job well.
Boom.
He's not giving your team headaches. So, all right, enough of the NBA, man. What's up with these brackets tonight? Because, bro, I tell you what, these college games tonight for the ladies is going to be off the chart, man. I can't wait to watch both of these games,
Very excited
man.
to watch it. I very am. But speaking of the brackets, we got Iowa playing. Caitlin Clark, man, she got an offer that I think a few would be hard to turn down, honestly.
Whew.
Big Three offering $5 million. They didn't put how long of a contract, but $5 million offer for a woman coming out of college. WNBA is not paying nowhere near that type of money.
Yo, I didn't know Ice Cube had it like that. Straight out of Compton and straight out of...
He got money. The Big Three has, the TV deals and stuff like that, man. On ESPN, on ABC, it's getting big, man. And then for them to offer Caitlin Clark that without ever seeing her play in the WNBA,
yeah,
that's going to cause some issues when she does get to the WNBA, too, because now every single team, every single woman is going to be on her.
Yeah.
It's going to be a test.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a physical test, too.
Correct, because to get an offer like that where they're not making nowhere near that type of money in WNBA, and she hasn't even played in WNBA. Like, I know she's broken records in college, but again, she's playing against girls that are in college, not all the pros that are in the WNBA.
Yeah, true.
Proving that they belong there.
Absolutely.
The girls that she's playing against in college some of them are good. Some of them go to the league, but not all of them.
Right.
So, yeah, you broke these records. Yeah, you good. You nice. In college. You know what I mean? So now she's got offered this big. So now she's got even bigger target. She already going to come out before the offer.
And the thing is, that there was definitely some jealousy going on already about how she carries herself and how her and Reese got into it last year. So there's going to be a lot of jelly going on now.
This game alone is going to have fireworks.
Oh yeah,
sure. I feel like it's going to be a physical game.
Yeah, for sure.
I really do.
But yeah, for him to offer her that much loot, and my thing is, I'm hoping that by him doing that, lights a fire under the WNBA's ass to pay these women what they deserve, man, because they making money hand over fist.
Oh yeah.
They getting paid, and these girls got to go and play in other countries in the off season to supplement their income because they're not getting paid the right way. And Ice Cube's, willing to give $5 million.
Right.
Shit, come on, y'all. And WNBA, y'all better step up your game and pay these women, man.
There's
it's
no
crazy.
reason why they should have almost a second job because their professional job isn't paying them enough to basically help with the lifestyle and stuff like that. When they know they're making money. Ever since COVID, WNBA has blown up.
Yeah, for sure.
Their games are packed now. It's not like it was back in the day where nobody was going to the game. People are going to watch the games.
Yeah.
They're on TV now.
And now you got to go and play over at Wally World as a part-time job. Come on, man. And then you get over there and shit, you get locked up for shit, and be on the TV show locked up abroad with a basketball in your hand. What the fuck, man? That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But it's true. It's true. There's no reason why you should have to go play overseas during the summer.
You're supposed to be home chilling with your family.
Right, exactly. That's what the NBA does. There's no reason, man. I don't know.
But, getting back to these games tonight, though, man, I tell you what, I think these two games tonight with the females are going to be the championship games to me. Like I said, I think, you got NC State on the other side already, but I tell you what, these two games tonight, USC versus UConn and LSU versus Iowa, bro, I got USC because I think my girl Juju gonna be on that beat tonight. Juju on that beat tonight, Jack. I'm telling you. Who you got?
She's only a freshman, right?
Freshman.
She's only a freshman. So
straight out of high school.
She was busting ass in high school there because so she's busting ass right now in college. I can imagine what she was doing in high school.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's ridiculous, man. And I know Caitlin's there, man. But I don't think they have enough. I think LSU has too much. They have a bench. They have every 1 through 5 can score. Right. I think Caitlin's going to get her 30, but there's no way they're going to physically let Caitlin get over 40, 45. And that's the only way they're going to win. The only way Iowa wins is if Caitlin puts up 50, 60, and there's no way that the girls in LSU are going to let Caitlin knock them out of the tournament and put up a 50 burger. There's no way. There's no way. And I think that's why I'm taking LSU tonight because LSU is going to overpower her. They're going to be physical with her. They got a bunch of fouls to just use. They're going to use fouls on her because
I get it.
They're gonna beat her up, especially with this offer that came out too. She's got a target on her back. These girls are gonna be mad. I don't want to say jealous, but they don't want to see it. They're not gonna let one person be. Right. There's no way. So unless she has some kind of Steph night where she puts up like 12, 15 threes and just goes crazy, goes berserk, there's no way Iowa wins this game. I just don't think so.
I got you. So you got LSU, I got USC. So to me, like I said, that's a game right there, man. It's going to be crazy tonight, man.
I like it.
I'm going to enjoy both of those
Absolutely.
games for sure.
I think after talking, put a little two-leg in, take his USC, take my LSU, and we'll run that tonight. I'll put that on the page tonight with that. I know the betting's been a little I'm not happy with it, but the tournament was a little wild. We did a lot of tournament betting this last week, which kind of brought our numbers down a little bit. We're at 66 for 96 right now. That puts us at like 69%. I want to be over that 70. But this week we'll lock in. Baseball started up. I did a couple over the weekend. I didn't put anything on the page, but we won every single day on baseball this week. So we're getting there. We're finding the formula and stuff, how it works and stuff like that. We can start putting baseball on the page now too. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll get you back over 70% and the money green.
Money green.
All right,
well, I think that should
That's
do it for
that's a
today,
good
man.
show right there.
Yo, keep staying on the
There
Hamiltons
you go.
or the Hamilheads.
Check it
Because
out.
you got the Hamilton boys
Hamiltons
and the Hamilheads. Let's do it.
All right, we out.
Peace.